Welcome back to Disquiet Time. Ann and Kelly here with a special guest, CRad.
CRad!
He's going to join us today. He's quite the fan of the spooky things and the cryptids and that type of thing. Though Disquiet Time isn't really geared towards little ones, little people. He still enjoys these topics, and he wanted to join us for a discussion.
I guess he's going to be quiet now, huh? Hi!
Now he's going to be quiet. Up until we started recording, he was
Slammed
all
up.
that microphone. Do you want to say anything?
No, thank you.
No? Okay. Alrighty. So, what I thought we could talk about, we could start with, what is your favorite spooky thing?
Cryptid.
Cryptids? Ooh, which one?
So,
Or ones?
Like Mothman.
Mothman.
Mothman and Nessie, the Loch Ness monster.
Not the dog.
Not the dog.
Not
No,
the dog.
not Andrew's dog.
She's not very scary.
No.
No. Unless you want to keep eggs.
Well, that's true. If you want to keep your eggs whole, she's a menace.
Or anything.
Right. Anything.
The whole
Those are
egg
my
thing
favorite
yesterday was not.
cryptids.
Mothman and Loch Ness Monster. Pretty good choices.
Those are the ones. Now,
Yeah.
earlier today, you taught me about one I didn't know about. Can you tell us about those a little bit?
Oh yeah, the Ningen. They're usually found through the Arctic, and they are big legs with just kind of a round-shaped body, and they're supposedly 95 feet tall.
Whoa! 95.
Whoa, 95 feet tall.
Yeah,
Whoa.
and then they're found through the Arctic, and the one of the reasonable explanations for them are because whenever you get into the cold, it kind of messes with your eyes, and they're probably just hallucinations in the Arctic.
Oh.
So they're actually nothing out there, that it's just like snow or something? Or that it's something else that you're seeing and you just think it's a 95-foot tall monstrous pair of legs?
Right.
Or both?
I think it's you're just seeing an iceberg or something.
Oh.
And it looks like that because the snow and stuff is messing with your eyes. Or I think it just looks like that because the snow and stuff is messing with your eyes and the cold air.
Oh.
Well, I mean, okay, I can kind of get behind that, except that how are people seeing the same thing? A body with legs and no head.
Well, maybe it's like the power of suggestion. The first time aliens were described as big eyes, round heads.
Now
Very
everybody was seeing it
Right.
because if it's just a hallucination, their brain wants to see that, and they already know it's supposed to
thing.
look like.
What is that phenomenon where our brains see things, see patterns where there aren't any?
I can't remember the name of it, but our brains desperately want to make patterns.
That's also the reason Bloody Mary works.
Yes.
Right. Very much so. And many, many hauntings are simply seeing patterns where there are none.
Right.
Also, the Ningen is actually not really just hallucinations. It's more because of the cold, dense air in the Arctic or Antarctic.
Oh, so it's distorting the air?
Yeah,
Ah.
making it look like that, even though it's just an iceberg or something.
So culturally, that's the pattern they expect to see, so that's what they see in that distorted air.
Yeah, I think that's
Interesting.
Okay.
Very
It's not
interesting.
just a hallucination. It is also a physical effect of the extreme cold.
Yeah.
But that
Interesting.
still doesn't explain the Fresno crawler that I mistook it for.
Yes, because the Fresno crawler does look.
Very
A lot
similar,
like
but it is not that cold in Fresno.
Nope.
Yeah, the Fresno crawlers, or I think some other people call them Fresno nightwalkers.
Yes.
Yeah.
It described it in that cartoony
Yeah, the Sarah Anderson book that the St. Louis boys gave me. The cryptids, the cartoons about cryptids. We read that this afternoon.
It got some Fresno crawlers in it?
It does, but they call them nightwalkers.
Okay.
Which, out of context, could be
Videos of them
something else.
are weird.
Yeah. So, it's interesting. It was a super fun. We had a great time with that, with the cryptid book. Oh, he just hissed at the microphone.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Well, those are pretty interesting monsters, and I had never seen one. I thought that's what they were on the shirt. I thought they were the Fresno critters, but they were not. I think the other ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see when the shirt comes in. We'll see which one it looks more like.
Mm-hmm.
But there's probably a whole batch of critters that he knows that you don't know, because he's been for a couple years now a big fan of Trevor Henderson's creatures.
Yeah.
But they're modeled after cryptids. They're the idea of a cryptid, but then he's fictionalized them.
Is it like the book? That book, the drawing book.
Drawing book? No, he's like Siren Head, and
Oh, Siren Head, right.
there's some. What are some of the others? I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah.
Oh, you're drawing a blank too. Okay. All right. I'm going to use my phone, and we're going to Google them.
No, I already remember some.
Oh, okay.
Like Bridgeworm, Cartoon Cat, Cartoon Dog,
Oh yeah.
Country Road Creature.
Country Road Creature totally fits the bill as a cryptid.
Creature. Wait, what's Country Road Creature? Tell me about him.
He's like a lot like a skinwalker, kind of, but really tall.
Yes. Go on.
Yeah, and then Costume Man, he looks like an alien,
Oh, okay.
like a cartoon alien. Yeah, so those are some other kind of cryptids.
But
He's
he's
like creating
one person. So he's like making new ones, or these are ones he's heard about and he's just drawing them.
To the best of my knowledge, is he's creating them himself. He's an artist, and so he's just coming up with them and drawing them.
Okay.
At least I think that's what it is.
I mean, nothing ever says in the descriptions anything cryptid, but most of these creatures absolutely fit the definition.
Oh, yeah,
So things like Siren Head, is that related to Slender Man?
I think they're both.
Or is Slender Man also one of his?
I don't think so. I think
No.
I'm not sure where he came from.
He was a creepypasta.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know if it was maybe that was who created him.
And then, what's it called?
Siren Head. Scary.
Chupacabras.
Oh, chupacabras. Those aren't Trevor Henderson, but those are cool.
Yeah, they're, and they're also most likely just dogs with mange.
Yes.
Usually dogs and coyotes with mange, yeah. They're still super creepy looking.
Yeah. Very creepy. I can understand why people are disturbed by them.
Yep.
So what other kind of scary things are you interested in? You said you were very interested in the Dyatlov Pass incident.
Oh, yeah, the one where they, like, the professional hikers, like, there was already a video on that, but...
Yep. Yeah, we've already done a video on that, so go back and watch that one. It's one of our very first ones.
Yeah.
So,
Yes,
yeah, that was interesting.
Natasha!
Yeah, that was with Natasha in St. Petersburg. So, yeah, that one's interesting because, yeah, people who know exactly what they're doing go out and do what they're supposed to do and never come back.
Still end up. Yeah. It was weird.
It was super weird. We didn't come to any good conclusions.
No, we didn't.
Other than the military explanation wasn't as far-fetched as I thought.
Right. That one I had never really listened to before much.
Right, I did ignored it.
I was like, oh, maybe it was.
Yeah, so that was interesting. So, and we did a whole episode on Mothman as well, one of your favorites.
Yeah, Mothman.
Cool.
So he's interesting.
Most likely, I can't remember the species of owl they said it was, but it was like some kind of owl with red eyes.
Oh, like the Flatwoods monster was a screech owl.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
A lot of cryptids have probably just been overactive brains just saying that things such as owls get mistaken a lot. Trying to say that they're
looking.
They're very wet looking?
Wacky.
Wacky.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially if they're out of context, you're not expecting to see one and it's like, what?
Well, they can sound wild too. Not just hoo, hoo.
Yeah, they're not just little hoots and stuff.
Yeah.
For sure.
They're cool.
Yeah, it's
So what do you think?
There's a good one too. That one I
What's
found
a good one?
working.
What's a good one?
Flatwoods Monster.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one. And that one is very clearly, in my opinion, people who simply were a little too excited about stuff.
Right. They just got way, way too worked up.
It's like, I get it. You had a meteorite. That's pretty wild. But
Right.
let's pull it on the aliens.
Well, I mean, that's going to really
Especially
kind of
aliens.
prime you to
Yes,
see an alien.
I have to say that alien was not dressed for the train if it was wearing a dress.
No.
You know, maybe they did crash, so maybe it wasn't intending to get out of the car that day.
Yep. Yep. One of those cartoons that we just read, the Sarah Anderson cartoons, was them talking to the Flatwoods Monster, a couple other cryptids, and they're like, we like your dress. And she's like, thank you. It has pockets.
It has pockets.
Oh yeah, that was very good.
Thank you, it has pockets.
Yep. Like,
Well, at
yes.
least it's practical.
Yes.
It's good to know that the Flatwoods Monster is practical.
Exactly. So I was going to bring up a spooky, scary thing that you've always had a very complicated relationship with. Zombies.
Yes, because they're creepy.
Yeah, they're very creepy. You've simultaneously always loved them and hated them.
Yeah. I had to make sure you knew that my old house, there was that cemetery near my old house. Then when you were very little, you were very upset about it, so I had to promise you that it was the only cemetery in Rogers zoned no zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Because you were very upset about the cemetery being just blocks from the house.
Yep. It freaked you out a lot.
Yeah.
Rogers only no zombie cemetery.
I think they're scary because they're just so gory and gross. They're also very inaccurate to what a real zombie would.
Well, true.
And
Most fictional zombies aren't accurate.
dead people are scary.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because they died.
Yeah, so there.
And they definitely should not be walking around at that point.
Yeah, and it's sad how if somebody died, an entire family actually got really upset about that.
Yeah.
And if there's like thousands of them, that's like thousands of families crying about somebody because about one of their relatives.
Right, and now they're walking around. Ew. Yeah, that's pretty disturbing. You're right.
Have you never seen that joke, though, where somebody's like, oh, there's, when you die, there's all the crying and begging, oh, please come back. But when you do, all the screaming. Screaming and crying. Yeah. The life of a zombie.
Yeah.
And then ghosts aren't scary.
Oh, ghosts aren't scary to you at all, no.
Ghosts are scary, though most ghosts are completely harmless, so.
Like, if it tried to touch you, it would just pass through you.
Yeah.
The worst thing it could do is grab a heavy object and throw it.
Yes, then it's a poltergeist.
Yep, then it's a whole different creature, then it's a poltergeist.
Mm-hmm.
Those aren't technically ghosts, usually.
And then skeletons.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like just a walking skeleton.
Yeah.
It's like a zombie, but without the gore.
Right. There's nothing gory left.
Nope. Just a ghost, or just a skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think about skeletons much. They're not a very popular monster right now, are they?
No, well, but when we were talking about the Yakoi, the Japanese monsters,
Okay.
reading that book, a lot of their monsters are based on skeletons.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah, the idea that bones have to be taken care of properly is apparently quite a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, bones, that's true. They're important.
Yep.
Definitely important.
So that's kind of their thing.
Yeah, well, now if you like Nessie, do you know about Champ?
He just sort of learned about him today
Oh, yeah.
out of the cartoons.
No.
Yeah, he doesn't really know much.
Yeah. That's basically the American Nessie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, he's supposed to be Lake Champlain.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets his name. That's
Ooh, big yawn.
that's a I think it's kind of supposed to be the same thing, sorta.
Yeah, it seems to be.
Yeah.
Let's see here. It is. What state?
Not a plesiosaur.
Yeah.
There are no plesiosaurs.
Also, the original picture of Nessie was proved to just be a little toy boat thingy
Oh, yeah?
that somebody made just to make that picture.
Ah.
There's been lots of stuff that has kind of come out that it's like, oh, okay.
Bigfoot is a bit harder to explain though,
Oh, is he?
because the original thing that pose he's in is really hard to recreate as a human in a monkey suit. Apes don't walk on 2 legs,
Yeah, they usually use their
and
knuckles.
they also can't go in that position. And it was so far back. However, the thing is, maybe it was just a really flexible guy in a monkey suit.
Mm-hmm.
It makes somebody very flexible. Could be. That's interesting. I remember years ago. I don't know if you remember this. I might have been living in Nebraska. It might have been that long ago. And there was all this kerfuffle because these people swore that they had actually shot and killed Bigfoot.
Oh, yes.
And they had him frozen in ice in a cooler. They were hunters. And they were going to reveal it on live television or something. And of course it turned out to be a hoax.
Right. It was just a gorilla costume frozen in ice.
Yeah, it was something really ridiculous. It was I'm not sure what you guys really thought you were going to get out of this. It was kind of up there with that alien autopsy hoax.
Right.
Television, alien autopsy.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Just to get some attention. Yeah, gets lots of attention.
Like the alien one? The special effects weren't even any good, if I remember correctly. It was
Yeah, it was supposed to be really bad.
it's nobody's believing this. So that was absurd.
Yep.
I've seen better homemade videos than that one.
Yeah. So, are there any other spooky topics you want to talk about?
There's one. I can't remember what it was called. It's in a gas mask and a dress. I can't remember what it was called. It was in a gas mask and a dress, and people find it in the forest. I can't remember what it was called.
I don't know this one.
I don't know that one.
Gas mask and a dress
Yeah.
in the forest. That sounds so creepy. Sounds like something from Doctor Who.
Right? The Are You My Mother?
Yes, they had the kids in the gas masks. I
Uh,
don't know that one. Here, okay, Google.
okay, we're gonna have to Google that one.
I heard it somewhere.
I don't know that one. Almost every area has its own supposed
Does
cryptid.
Arkansas?
Mhm.
Wait, what is it?
Down south, we have the Boggy Creek monster.
Yeah, it was also the
Wait, how do you spell that?
Bogggy.
Boggy
Creek.
Creek. Boggy Creek.
There we go.
Wait, no, that's a film.
It was about the Boggy Creek monster. Yeah. They made a movie about it. Not a very good one. They made a movie about it. So.
Well, we also have the Fawk monster. Well, that's Boggy Creek. Same thing, isn't it? Might be the same thing. Look up Fouke, Fawk.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Boggy Creek monster. That's pretty creepy.
Yeah.
He's like,
kind of Bigfooty.
he kind of just looks like Bigfoot.
So Fawk, F-A-U.
I believe that yes, that is one of the theories, is that it is somehow related to Bigfoot.
Oops, no, monster.
I believe that's the south part of the state, though, isn't it?
I think it's in the south. But we have something in the Ozarks going up to the boot hill.
Monster somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just bringing up the Boggy Creek right now.
Okay. There's something in the Ozarks heading into the boot hill of southeast Missouri, but I can't remember what that monster is. And we've got several things because we have so many lakes and rivers and stuff like that. We do have various water monsters. And then there's just things that haven't necessarily gotten big notoriety, but people have seen, even in this area, that they're like, oh, that's a cryptid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to ask your dad someday.
Yeah.
Not one he saw. We have, there's supposed to be ghost lights that are in Missouri. We did not see them.
Yeah. We did try to see them.
We didn't see them.
So, though our cousin's partner told us just yesterday that he swears he's seen the lights over in Dover.
Oh, I know. I'm so jealous.
When? The lights?
The spook lights. It's like you see lights like off in a field or something like that, and there's nobody out there like with a flashlight or car headlights or something to reflect light.
Yeah, there's no explanation for the lights.
So they're called spook lights. And they occur in different places all around. Some people call them will-o-wisps, and that means do not follow.
Never follow.
I'm pretty sure they have like logical explanations too, but I can't remember what that one is.
Well, there's lots of possible explanations, just don't know which one it is.
So.
And
then aliens.
And aliens.
Aliens probably exist, just not coming to Earth to abduct cows.
Yeah, that seems so highly unlikely.
Corn?
Yeah.
Why?
You travel all that distance and try to stay hidden, yet you're going to draw in the corn.
And why would you go for cows, of all that reason?
Why not?
A burger. Everybody knows if you come to the U.S., you need to have a burger.
Right.
Yeah.
And maybe they're abducting possums and we just don't know because nobody keeps them as pets.
Yeah. Or, yeah, but who even came up with the idea that they were abducting cows?
There were several incidents of multiple cows who were killed.
Yeah, they were killed. They weren't abducted. They were sort of half-eaten.
Right. They were kind of mutilated. And then there were others that were missing. And where it could be like, okay, they got eaten or somebody stole them. Since these others had been damaged so badly, it's like, oh no, something crazy happened here.
It was probably just coyotes.
Very likely.
Well,
coyotes that weren't very good.
Jane and Joe knew about some.
Or
what? What was that, Ann?
No, Aunt Jane and Uncle Joe, they heard about those cattle mutilations in Yell County.
Yeah, there were some.
It wasn't a real obvious answer, and they were told to bug off and quit trying to put it in the paper.
Right. They were told to leave it alone.
It was probably just coyotes.
Probably. But, don't know. Didn't get to investigate it. Oops, I just bumped the mic, sorry.
Ready.
Yep. Oh man, I just hit the wrong button on something. Yikes! Sorry.
Oh, okay. I wondered what that meh noise was.
I sound like a guy saying ready.
Did kind of.
It was. I tried to click over and close a window, and I clicked a video. It was. Oh my God, Nessie, you're sitting on my cleaned bath towel. The dog.
Ah.
Not the Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster is not sitting on my clean bath towel.
Oh, nice.
Nope, I've got a big dog butt sitting right on my towel. I guess it's going back in the wash. Speaking of monsters.
She's creating more laundry.
Yep. She can be a monster. Now, I'm trying to think if there are any other local monsters. I don't know if there's anything else terribly local.
No, but we have lots of haunted places locally.
Certainly do. Do have a lot of haunted places. Someday
All
you'll
right, I think we're starting to lose your attention, little one.
have... Yep. And maybe the end of CRad's attention span. That's cool.
It is. No?
It's
No,
it's the end of my dog's attention span for me not paying attention to her too. So
Right.
he is pawing me nonstop. And when a dog as big as her does that, it's
Annoying.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was fun.
Wait, I thought of one more thing.
Okay, one more thing.
What people think are down in like the Mariana Trench?
Oh, yeah.
What do people think's down there?
They say the megalodon is down there, but it would either look nothing like the megalodon to adapt to the harsh environments down there,
Right?
or it's just not down there at all. Or I say there's probably just a bunch of like jellyfish and plankton down there.
All right, some crazy things that we don't know what they are, but not the megalodon.
Like
Yeah.
those things that glow.
Or even sharks.
Do you think sharks could live down there?
No, I said not even sharks.
Yeah, they're not adapted for
Really
that.
deep.
They'd just be crushed. They'd be crushed, they'd freeze, there's way too little food.
Yeah, there's not many big things that we know of down there.
Yeah, there's no light. They'd have to be able to live on something that had nothing to do with
So either some really weird alien creatures, well, not aliens, but really weird creatures that we don't know of, or just plankton and jellyfish.
Yep. Seems likely. Maybe some kind of weird crab or something.
Yeah, but there was a megalodon down there. Holy cow.
Yeah, wouldn't that be
It
something?
would have to be made of titanium.
Yeah, poor
Or maybe
cartilage.
squishy, like a jellyfish.
Should get all squished
Jelly
compact of jelly shark.
A jelly
Jelly
shark.
shark.
But oh yeah, there's always all sorts of these things, these terribly big, scary things must live down there.
Right. I mean, whatever they are, they have to be completely alien compared to what we're used to.
Yeah, the environment is just too extreme. You're okay. There's not like a ton of spiders back there.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I can think of right now.
Those are all pretty good things, all pretty good creepy things.
Or what do you think will happen in the future? Like future stuff.
Like future spooky things?
Like, or maybe like what creatures would look like in the future?
Ooh.
Like water.
Like what kind of cryptids we'll come up with? Ooh, that's a really good question.
There's definitely going to be more water-based cryptids.
Yeah, swimming cryptids or
Because the ice melting stuff.
Yep.
And then,
fire-resistant cryptids because we're gonna have more fires.
yes.
Maybe Sharknado is actually a future.
Sharknado. Not just a bad movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, like,
It's
a lot of swimming creatures. A lot of heat-resistant creatures, fire-resistant creatures,
Drought-resistant.
drought-resistant, probably.
Oh, so like chupacabra is probably going to become more common because it's drinking blood, not water.
Oh yeah, and then also the reason that they say chupacabra drinks blood, and it's probably they saw a dog with mange attack their cattle or something, and then they're too scared to go look at it immediately, so they just go to bed and look at it in the morning.
Yeah.
But by that time, the blood has already went to the bottom, creating the effect that it's just been drank of all of its blood.
Really? I'd never heard that theory before.
Yeah.
That theory.
Well, there's only so much you can do at night once your cattle's been attacked. So yeah, leaving it till morning. But you think they would know better? They know about dead things.
Yeah, or maybe get afraid, or maybe be rational. I know there was probably a dog with mange, and probably don't go out there, so that since mange is highly irritating, they probably
get affected with it. Yeah.
Since it drives the creature crazy. Yeah, they would probably get lunged at.
That's true. It wouldn't be good. So we'd have to. I bet we have more Arctic-based cryptids because that environment's changing so rapidly. So mysterious things will become common up there.
I think that there won't be very many Arctic things because the ice melting.
You don't think they'll just move south and try to adapt?
Yeah, I think polar bears.
Oh, okay. People might start seeing polar bears further south than they're used to.
Yeah, or maybe polar bears will adapt to like fire and stuff.
Whoa.
Droughts and stuff.
Fire-resistant polar bear.
Or like heat resistant.
Whoa.
And then a lot of creatures would also probably have to go through droughts. So reptiles would be more popular.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe drop bears will become a real thing. With all the wildfires in Australia.
Koalas really are.
Huh?
Considering how mean koalas really are.
Yeah, right. They're already grumpy. Are they drop bear grumpy? They might become so.
And then creatures would also have to like adapt to like harsh environments from all the pollution.
Yeah.
Adapting to pollution. Maybe they could adapt to eating plastic.
No, there's already some things that, they're starting to. That's true.
I mean, then if they did that, they would just get an easy food source.
Mm-hmm. Because everything is plastic.
I mean, you don't really have to hunt plastic.
No, you don't hunt
so if you
plastic.
can survive going up on the...
Much more forage.
You can survive going up to the surface, then you could eat plastic and free food.
Yeah, that's true. Yay!
So you recycle plastic by throwing it away.
So you think that'll become a cryptid, something that we think exists but never see?
It may not be a cryptid, or maybe just a bunch of animals in the sea.
Yeah.
We'll just like maybe have bigger mouths or better swallowing things. But we're kind of off the topic of cryptids.
Yeah. I was trying to steer it back a little bit, but...
Yeah.
Cryptids. Like, I swear I saw a person.
They could be,
right.
But they could be like cryptids, right now.
Yeah. Oh, would they become less cryptid? Less cryptic?
What if humans become cryptids in the...
That's what I'm saying. So, creatures in the future, like, no, I swear it was a person. I saw it.
I know I saw it.
2 legs, 2 eyes, person.
Walking on 2 legs.
In the cartoons, it was an alien talking to the Kraken, and it said, this is what humans look like. They are bipedal with 2 legs and 2 arms, and they have 1 big eye. I saw him on the moon. And points to an astronaut. And then the Kraken says, "Oh yeah, I see those too," and points to one of those scuba diving gear.
Oh, the old with the bell
with the visor, the bell, diving bell, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we could eventually become the cryptids.
We could.
That could be it. I could see that. That's a good place to end there.
Yeah.
That's a good ending. Good job. CRad?
Humans become the cryptids. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. We'll just catch y'all next time.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Uh,